Those of you guys asking from my previous video, I don't know how many picks I'm going to do this for. I'm going to try to keep track as much as I can. This is more to challenge myself, and hopefully one day I could assemble a production crew that could literally be doing live draft shows. But until then, I'm a one-man operation, and this is the way I have to do it until I get to that point one day. But for now, I want to let you guys know we're doing a Apple AirPod Max giveaway to a subscriber that turns on our notifications on this channel. If you're an old subscriber or a new subscriber, it doesn't matter so long as you're subscribed and you hit that notification bell. If you could also do me a favor, I think this is like my 7th video today, so just smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It really helps me a lot, and you can keep up to date with what I'm doing on Twitter and even find yourself in one of these videos. Now that we got all that out of the way, break! The New York Jets have completely remade every aspect of their team this year. And they did that originally by hiring Robert Saleh, which, by the way, I call Bob Saleh from time to time. Most Robs I know go by Bobs, but you get what I'm saying. But they also went ahead and hired a brand new offensive coordinator, Mike LaFleur, brother of Green Bay Packers head coach Matt LaFleur, who is currently dealing with some stuff as well. We made a video on the Aaron Rodgers situation earlier today. So typically, whenever a brand new front office comes in, a brand new regime comes in, it doesn't matter if you drafted a quarterback 3 years ago. It doesn't matter if you gave up multiple second-round picks to trade up to the number 3 overall spot to draft said quarterback. And it doesn't even matter if you ended up trading him, because every new front office likes to get their guy. They want to pick their guy in the NFL draft and build around that guy. And in this case, that guy for the New York Jets is Zach Wilson out of BYU. Now, I've gone out on a limb and compared Zach Wilson to Patrick Mahomes, not in terms of talent. Obviously, that's absurd. We haven't even seen him step onto an NFL field yet. But in terms of everything that's gone on for him in this pre-draft process, like Patrick Mahomes, he has shot up draft boards recently, and due to these comparisons, he's being taken really high up. Now, I made a dedicated video on the nuances of Zach Wilson, and I'm going to leave a link to that in the end screen. But here's what makes Zach Wilson so special. There was that viral clip of his pro day when he threw an absolute cannon laser pass to his wide receiver, which pretty much gives us the idea that this man can make every throw you'd want him to at the NFL level. He has an absolute cannon of an arm, and unlike Trevor Lawrence, he actually is remarkably accurate. He is able to throw into tight windows, and he has really good deep ball accuracy. Now, most of the emphasis I'm going to make here is Zach Wilson has a remarkable arm, and that's one reason why he's getting compared to Patrick Mahomes. But another thing that gives him that Patrick Mahomes-like comparison is the fact that he's very good at improvising on the go. He's extremely confident as well, all things that Pat does really well as well. And when you compare that with an offensive coordinator that hopefully knows what he's doing, because just because they share the same last name doesn't necessarily mean that they're the same guy or have the same coaching system, then you should be very confident in Zach Wilson. But there are some weaknesses. One is he has something that he also shares with another 2017 NFL draft class member, Mitchell Trubisky. He is a one-year wonder. He doesn't really have the best NFL frame. He's very skinny. He hasn't really played against elite competition in college either. And bear in mind, like when Patrick Mahomes came out of Texas Tech, we saw a decent sample size from him. We knew what we were getting. Zach Wilson is more of an idealization. People are looking at him and saying, okay, this seems a little familiar. This seems similar. Hopefully we're getting another version of Patrick Mahomes coming into the NFL. He is remarkable at improvising, but when you put too much pressure on him, his accuracy definitely takes a tumble. He needs to improve at working through his progressions as well. And for some reason, people are accusing him of just not having the best personality and being a little bit of a D-bag, but we dispelled all of those accusations in our dedicated video. If you ask me, at the end of the day, day, what makes or breaks Zach Wilson is how the New York Jets stand to build around him. What are they going to do with that second pick that they have? Yeah, they have Mekhi Becton, but they need more offensive line pieces to truly protect this guy. Yeah, they have Denzel Mims, and they went ahead and signed Corey Davis to a remarkable deal, but they need to make sure they get him better weapons. They need to get him a better running back as well. The good news is, at least he's going to be supported by an up-and-coming defense, which I would be confident in when Robert Saleh is the one that's the captain of that defense. The only other thing that, and I don't really think you should put too much stock in this is just circumstantial, is I don't remember the last time a number 2 overall pick that was a quarterback succeeded in the NFL. Honestly, the last time a number 2 overall pick that was a quarterback succeeded in the NFL level, and by success, I'm not saying just had a Pro Bowl, but ended up having a long, productive career for the team that drafted him, didn't even win a Super Bowl, and in my opinion, that's Donovan McNabb, who was taken after the number 1 overall pick, Tim Couch. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you grade this pick for the New York Jets? Do you think they hit this pick out of the park, or do you think they should have went somewhere else? Maybe draft Trey Lance, maybe draft Justin Fields, maybe keep Sam Darnold for one more year and see what they have in him. At the end of the day, they didn't have to give up many picks to get him, and they were in a great situation to draft a new quarterback anyways. The only alternative I could have thought to this situation was probably holding on to Sam Darnold and selecting Penei Sewell, or holding on to Sam Darnold and trading down. If you were the general manager, if you were Joe Douglas, how would you have played this situation out? Also, what do you think are the odds that Zach Wilson ends up busting in the NFL because of what I told you in the past? Do you really believe in the curse of the number 2 overall pick, or do you think that's just all circumstantial information? Are you concerned about the fact that Zach Wilson literally has only 1 year of real legitimate tape, and are you concerned about the fact that he didn't really play against legitimate competition when he was in college? And finally, what would you do if you were the New York Jets with the second pick that they have? Would you use that offensively to potentially get Zach Wilson another wide receiver, or maybe some offensive line help? Or would you, because you know Robert Saleh has a defensive background, would you rather the New York Jets opt to use that pick on a good defensive player in order to potentially make Zach Wilson feel a little bit more comfortable, get in some closer games, and give them a fighting chance to win these games? At the end of the day, we could all agree on one thing, and it's the fact that this year's NFL draft is probably going to feature one of the greatest quarterback draft classes that we've seen in recent memory. And I don't personally remember a time where 5 quarterbacks were projected to possibly go within the top 20 of the NFL draft. And finally, let me know in the comment section down below, who do you think will be the best one out of each and every QB? Aside from that, I'm your boy Mike, and I'm dropping her a mic until our next upload.